Hello and welcome to my classroom. My name is Sandy Lockhart. In the classroom environment as teacher, the method states that the environment is just as important as what's being taught. It's a calm and welcoming space. It's set up to expand and enhance learning of students. In my classroom, I always start with a sign, what if? What if speaks to kindergarten so full of wonder and curiosity. I ask this question daily. I'm very intentional about my setup and my lighting and my materials that are accessible. I want students to feel invited to learn, that they're safe and comfortable and calm. And I continue to try and provide that environment for my students. We co-create the environment. As you can see, their pictures are everywhere. Their self-portraits are displayed so that they can see their growth, others can see their growth. Here's the little one, Bryn. That was her September, that was her January, and here was her June self-portrait. This little one, that was September, and this was June, and you can see the marked growth. In my classroom, I have a layout that provides a flow and an ebb, if you will, for students to come in and out of centers without creating any kind of chaos. I love the Art Center. It travels around the room. It's an interactive and completely creative place for observation and inquiry to take place. It's messy, it's sensory, it's experimental. It often goes in a direction I didn't anticipate, but it's also a great place for scientific inquiry. Here, a flower provocation is easy to set up, a few magnifying glasses, a few nonfiction texts about plants, and an inquiry is born. This was a student question. What's your favorite flower? So we were able to take that and grow with it, which leads us into our dramatic play. I love setting up dramatic play that reflects current interests and inquiry. Here was a flower and garden center. We'd been spending time in our own school garden, and there's also a garden center across the street from the school. This is a lovely way to introduce financial literacy as well as interactive play. They can write receipts, they can act out their experiences in their neighborhood. Here they are giving their mom some flowers. Our building center stays pretty much the same year-round. I love to add little provocations such as that sign, what can you build? I interchange Lego and straws and architectural landmarks and bridges and buildings on cue cards for them to try to emulate, and their imaginations go wild. Here they are with straws building. We love to read. We do it all day long, every day, in various forms. Here we were at Christmas on our carpet, reading to one another with a cozy picture in the background. Our science table is a huge and busy one. Children are able to bring what they find in nature, and then I seek to display it in ways that will provoke inquiry. I set out provocations based on things they're interested in. Here we were looking at rocks because our school is right across the street from the beach. And this led us to a setup of small world play. As you can see, I even have a 10 frame in there where they were doing counting with different sea creatures. Books, of course, under the small world play table. They are inventing, expressing, collaborating, creating, retelling stories, and they ended up taking a book series, Who Would Win, and writing their own stories to play. We can use these loose parts through all different ways, even nature-based loose parts, such as harvesting pumpkin seeds. Here we were playing with cubes, and we ended up measuring. Loose parts find their way into every theme, every season, every time of year. They are a wonderful, endless opportunity for creativity. They can be anything a student wishes them to be. Outdoor learning. Profound learning is best retained when curriculum is taught through the vehicle of inquiry and exploration, provoking our children's curiosity and discovery of the world they live in. That's a quote from the Abbotsford School District. We live across the street from a beach. It provides endless opportunities for our students to create story workshops, to play with loose parts, to explore, to create, to collaborate. we get to live here. Thank you for visiting my classroom.